Good morning everyone, and welcome back to Craft Eccentricity and more Christmas from KSCRAFT. Right, this is what we're doing today, and of course I've cut it all apart, and it's the Santa Claus character, and it's really sweet. So we're going to do this one, and it's quite an easy one. So we've got that, and I'm going to be using some more of those. I did pick all my black bits out, and we are going to be using the 4mm flatbacks with this Santa, along with my lovely peppermint swirlies. There's a nice image. So I'm using those two. I'm just going to move this out of the way, and of course, as usual, I have pre-prepped, and I've got a load of bits, and so we're just going to put it together piece by piece. Right, so first of all, you're going to cut out your background. Now, really, you want your background to be the colour of your Santa suit. And what I've done is I've used that basil cardstock again, which is like a tomato red. And it's got that lovely Swiss dot on it. And that's from Joanne. You're going to cut out a little jacket. And that will fit onto there. And of course you're going to cut out all of the face pieces. So first of all, I'm going to move the jacket off, and we're going to glue the face piece on, and I'll show you how it kind of works by having your red background, because not everybody knows how paper piecing dies work, so it's just really important to do it. And I don't know why, but my glue just keeps getting thicker and thicker. And I may pause after sticking this down and have an inspection of my bottle just to find out exactly what's going on. Right, you want these bits here to line up with these curves here. So go on in and make sure that you've got that piece covered. So if I slide that across, and if I slide that across, that's what your piece should look like once your beard and hat section goes down. And then it all starts to become apparent, and then you use this piece again to cut out the face. Now I've done my face in pink, so I'm just going to squeeze more out on here. Could be that I've got an airlock in here, I'm not sure. I mean, I don't want to complain too much because I'm not using that much glue, but it does feel quite blocked. And then that just slots into there. So now you've got your little Santa face, and let me push that over to there a little bit. And you've got the beard, and you've got the start of the hat. Now I'm just going to pause while I just quickly look at my glue bottle. Well, I had a good look and I still can't figure it out, so yeah. Right, now then, onto the face you're going to have this piece, and that is going to be your little Santa moustache, and you've got a little section here that is for the mouth. Now, grabbing my pickup tool, which is this one, I've die cut the mouth, and that's the bit that's going to go in there just underneath the moustache. So let's stick this down. Now you don't have to glue this entirely, you can just glue it in the center, and if you want to curl it up, then you know you can do that too. So you just need to get that on there and try and pop it on straight. And then into this section, a little dot of glue again, pick up tool, and just pop the mouth section in. Now I've kept mine in pink, but you could, you know, do it in a darker shade of pink if you wanted more definition. So now we've got little Santa, his moustache and his mouth. Now the next thing I want to do is pop his coat down, because that's quite a large piece, isn't it? So I'm just going to go all the way around on that. And that quite literally tucks up underneath his chin. So there we've got his little coat, and it's got that lovely little jagged edge. And while I'm thinking about it, I'll glue the bobble on his hat, you get this die as well. Now I think I've got some fluffy pom-poms somewhere and I might stick one on in a minute, but that will go onto his hat. So we're starting to build up quite nicely. Now the next thing that we've got is we've also got a hat brim. Now you can have that all the way up there or you can have it lower down, it's entirely up to you. I prefer to go to the top area. And of course you can glitter this section up if you want to before sticking it on, or even use a glitter card instead of the white. So I'm just smoothing that. So we've got our little hat, and you can see he's got his hair, he's got his moustache. Now what can I stick on next? Right, I think I should do the eyes next and the eyebrows. Now the eyebrows are quite small, and once again where you place your eyes and stuff like this is basically dictating the character of your Santa, you know, whether he looks funny or he looks mean, or so the placement of everything is always really important. So that's my spreading tool. Just decided to roll onto my table. So you can, you know, adjust the expression of your Santa's face, or you can make him really cute by dropping him all the way down with his eyebrows. It's up to you. So if I was to stick like that, do you see what I mean? He looks kind of lost and forlorn, bless him. But if you do that, Santa is looking quite angry. So if you've got a humorous sentiment or something you wanted to put with that, by changing the level of the eyes and the eyebrows, you can change the sentiment that you want to put on there. I mean, you know, looking all mean like that, a perfect sentiment would be something like bah humbug, but we're being cute, so I'm gonna have my eyebrows like that. So I can basically see where I want them. I can see where I want the eyes. So I want to pop my eyes on first. And I'm just going to go in with a little bit of glue on the area that I want the eyes. And I think I already said these are 4mm flat backs, and I have linked these below. Now I did buy my particular ones quite a few years ago, and you can't buy them separate anymore. They seem to come in little mixed packs, so that's the best way to get them. You do get the dies that do the eyes, and they are the same size as this, but I just wanted my eyes to pop out. So I'm just going to move those up out of the way, and I'm going to dot some. See how he looks surprised when you move them up? And I'm just going to pop some glue there. And some glue there. And I'm going to have my Santa face like that. So if I pick that up so you can have a look. Isn't he cute? See, he looks all friendly and cuddlesome like that. But it's just great to know that when you move eyes and eyebrows around, you just get, you know, a whole totally different feel to your character. Right, the next thing is the belt. That's what I'm going to pop on. No, I'm not. I'm putting on his white trim. So he's got his belt and his belt buckle. And I've got his white trim here. And this goes down onto the edge of his coat and goes up onto there. It's just really sweet. I mean, I'm taking my time a bit so that you can see. And I just wanted to explain the face, because you can get so much out of a character just by changing its face. Right, so let's line those bits up. Now onto here I wanted to use these swirls and pop him a couple of buttons, so I'm going to go right at the top and then I'm going to go here because he's got his belt buckle and I do not want to interfere with that bit. So he's having a couple of buttons on his coat. Pick that one up. So there's his little buttons, and now we're going to do his belt, and I want to thread his belt buckle. So if I can pick that up, I'm just going to tuck it under so that when I glue it down it looks like, you know, it looks like a proper belt because it's threaded through. So I'm just going to get that right where I want it. I'm going to flip it over. I'm going to put some glue onto the yellow section of that belt, and then I'm going to go along here a little bit on the edges. Turn that over. Make sure you've got your belt buckle straight. That'll do me. And then we want to just go down here and pop his little belt on. Got a little bit of dry glue going on there, but never mind. But you see, lovely nice pieces, really easy to handle. Now he's got a little nose, bless him, so let's pop that on. And you've got a little curved section in the moustache where that goes, so you can just pop that up there and just get that right into the centre. So now he's looking great. And he's got little mittens and he's got little shoes. So let's get those pieces done. And first I'm going to glue the white bits onto the mittens. And once again, you could add glitter to this section if you wanted to. And the same for that one. Just want to line that up. Make sure we're all nice and dry. And the hands kind of tend to go either side of the tummy. And if you look at how KSCRAFT showed hers when she did her haul, her Santa is holding a candy cane. So I was thinking about putting glue there, but it's much easier to just glue the boot. So let's pop that on there. I mean, just look at how quickly this is coming together. It's so sweet. I do hope everyone's going to have a great day today. I'm just looking at the tops of my boots there. Maybe I should have glued them a little bit higher. Now what I want to do is I want to get out my my paint pen. I just want to make sure that it's working. So I've got a scrap of cardstock here. I find when I haven't used it for a while, it can need a little bit of a shake. So that's what I'm doing. And let's see if it works. I just want to add it to the toes. And I'm going to do this one. So we've got his little boots highlighted, and you can see I've made an error there. I've gone too low on my boot, so make sure you don't do that because there isn't supposed to be any red sticking out. And then we've got the little mittens, which I know are going to go like this, so I just want to go a little bit of a highlight here, and yeah, a little bit of a highlight there. So that's all I'm going to do for that. And then I'm trying to think if I want to put tape or I want to put glue. And I think I'm going to go with tape. So I've got a little bit of foam here. And I've got my scissors. I'm just going to cut a bit off and then cut that in half. And I'm just using Dollar Tree foam tape. So if I flip that over, I'll put it that way on. Just straight into the middle. Like that. Peel the backs off. And then turn the little hands over. Now, it's entirely up to you how you choose to place the hands. I'm just going to go there. I mean, you could, if you wanted to, have them go in the other way so that he's got his, you know, his hands up in the air, waving at you. That's entirely up to you. Right, let's pick him up and see what we've got. Really easy. Now, I was talking, you see how I made my mistake there? You're supposed to go higher up, so, you know, make sure that you do that. But what I want to do is just get a fluffy white pom-pom. Hang on a second. Right, so I found my little pom-poms, and I just want to get a white one. And I just want to stick it on there because I think it would be fun. So I'm just dropping them everywhere at the moment. I did have some bigger ones than this, but I can't find them. But these were okay. And I got those on AliExpress. So I'm just using a bit of glue again in the middle. And I'm just going to put my pom-pom there. Right in the centre. Now you could of course use this as well as a Christmas decoration and just pop a hanger onto it. But that is what I have for you today. Isn't it cute? I do like that. Right, do have an absolutely wonderful day, and as usual, all links below. Bye.